Hello, Harris Khan, how are we doing? Happy with that camera position at all. Hello, Pork Adventurer, how are we doing? How's it going? Hello, AS, how are we doing? From Tokyo, how's it going? Got an annoying reflection on the camera and I don't know why I'm getting it, so I'm gonna have to move it. Just at the bottom of the screen there's a reflection of some sort and I don't know what's causing it. No sooner do I arrive, it starts to rain. Marvellous. Unbelievable. It's been fine all morning, and as soon as I arrive, it starts to rain. Couldn't make it up. Hello, Hajan. Yeah, again. How are we doing? Hello, Hajan. Again. Don't forget, if you're new here, double tap the screen and subscribe. That's if you want. You don't have to. Hello there, 67. How are we doing? Hello, Bridget Sapin Suis. How are we doing? Hello, Ganesh and Sridhar. How are we doing? Please try to take Shinkansen. Oh, yeah, I'd love to be able to see that, but unfortunately, it's not a possibility. You know what I mean? Not a chance. Hello, William Finley. How are we doing? As soon as this rain stops, I'm going to move that camera. I'm not happy with it. I don't know why. It's just not happy with the positioning. I'd rather have a slight more angle. You know what I mean? Anton Van. Is there a disused siding on the right? No, there isn't. It's just a field on the right. There is a siding further down, about a quarter mile further down, but it's in full use. It's not a disused siding. It's in full use. It's like where they store uh, stone and stuff. Trains do go into it every now and then. Hello, Ajun Ayen. I can't tell a word you're saying, unfortunately. Hello, Shandino Gaming. How are we doing? Very soon. Very soon. Hello, Ajun Ayen. Yo, yo, Cheyenne. Hello, Sanka Gracie. How we doing? Choo choo. I'm watching a documentary this morning, Sanka, on it was a guy walking around Glasgow trying to learn some Glasgow words and stuff. I was laughing my head off. He was talking to people, you couldn't tell a word they were saying. Right, funny. It were. I will have you understand it, yeah. So you must be a Ouija, are you? Are you a Ouija? Are you are you a Ouija? Hello, Max Mitz. A Ouija, yeah. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. I'll say, here's my little Ouija. Yeah, he was a Chinese guy, and he was going around Glasgow videoing, and he says, I'm going to go and talk to people and try and understand what they're saying. And he went up to one guy, and it was just, you couldn't tell a word he was saying at all. Was, he was trying to share a shop that were empty that sold nothing, but you couldn't tell what he was saying. It didn't sound anything like it. It was so funny. Yeah, HIV. That's it, HIV. The woman there, she says, she says, we go out every night and we get steaming. Have about 30 drinks, we get steaming. She says, Hivney is haven't, Hivney. Yes, Maximus Junction, I'm in Preston in the United Kingdom. Hello, Ishrat. Hello, Fazana Hayadarova. Hello, Mila Dusky. Tish Ish Pipipi. Hivney is haven't, yeah. So funny. I watch now laughing my head off. Hivney got a hoose. Hivney got a hoose. Aye. You got in a taxi with this taxi driver and you just could not tell what he was saying at all. rushing here and I'm rushing her there. So funny. Can't believe I've only been here 10 minutes and it's just started chucking it down since I arrived. Yeah, it was nice here when it was nice earlier on where I live. It was sunny, blue skies. And then I arrive here and it's been horrendous. Well, it was okay when I pulled up. When I set my thing up, it was okay and everything. And since I got back in car, it started spitting and now it's raining. Yes, double tap the screen, correct. That video I promoted, my God, it's done all right. You know that video I promoted the other day when I was talking to you. Uh, it's weird. I mean, all the rest of them have all got about between 80 and 120 views because horizontal videos just don't do well at all. And that one I promoted has had 2,000 and odd. Yeah, so it would have 2,200 I think when I last looked, but you know and also subscribers off it. You know what I mean? Usually overnight you lose a few, but I'm gaining them. You know what I mean? Overnight since I did that on that video, it's weird. I don't know how YouTube works. Yeah, I just don't even understand that business. Senga, the hyping business. I don't understand, exactly what it's about. I've just looked at your photographs and I just do not really get it at all. It's a mystery. I thought probably best typing same one again. Yeah, I don't understand it, Senga. I don't. Every time I try out one, I can't seem to. I can only seem to hype a video that's been put on recently for some reason. Has to be in the last 7. Has to be in the last 7 days. Right, got you. When is the next training? I think there's one just gone past, but there'll be one soon. Lionel at Magison. Namaste. good chat and banter. Ouija. Hello, Neil Bell. How we doing? How's it going? Excellent. I think the hype does come for smaller channels. Yeah, it must have something, Sanger. Somewhere along the line. I just don't know what, but it must have something. Sean Plow 1233. I'm in Preston in the United Kingdom. A very, very wet Preston. It's absolutely bucketing it down here at the moment. And it was beautiful and fine when I arrived, and as soon as I set up, the heavens have opened for some reason, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, in the United Kingdom on the West Coast main line. Yeah, I can't believe how this weather's changed. It looked like it was going to be a right nice day. I'm glad I didn't go to crew. I was toying. I was sat there at home this morning, 11 o'clock. I thought, I have to go to crew or not? I have to go to crew, and I was trying to think. And I think, have I or have I not? And then I thought, no, I'll leave it and go tomorrow instead. And I'm glad I did now. I'm glad I did, because I were going to go today, but I'd have been mad if I'd have traipsed all the way down there to sit there in rain. That would have annoyed me. I don't so much mind it here, because it only takes me about 20 minutes to get here when traffic's okay during the day. When I go home at night, it takes a lot longer, but today, but I thought, God, if I'd have gone to crew, it'd been chucking it down like this, I wouldn't have been happy. So I'm going to go eat morning. Is that your work? No, it's not my work. I wish it was, but it's not. One day it might be. Just sat aside at railway tracks all day. That's my kind of job. I need to get about 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, I were going to go. I would toss it, toying with the idea. I was sat looking at the timetables and the weather, and I thought, have I not, have I not, have I not? And it was nice and blue. But then I just saw the weather, and it just said odd shower, and I thought, right, I'll go tomorrow and go earlier. I just think I want to have a passion. I just don't mind videoing them. But so I thought, what I'll do is I'll go tomorrow instead. Get up earlier and go tomorrow. Because the beauty of crew, it doesn't matter what time you go, it's well busy. There's a train like every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Much, 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 much busier than what it is here. So I'll go tomorrow. I'm certainly glad I didn't know today. Good grief, it's bucketing it down here. And it looks like that sort of rain that's sticking around. The sky is totally grey. Usually you can see patches see through. Hello, Reese Crispies. How we doing? How's it going? How we doing, Reese? I do like your YouTube name. I think it's great. I always forget where you are. I always forget your location. I think you're in America, aren't you? I'm all gravy. Cheers. And Right. It's wet and miserable. Oh, you're in North Wales, right? Got you. There's me thinking you're in America. Wet and miserable. Well, it's wet and miserable here as well. It's chucking it down here. It wasn't when I arrived, but it is now. I'm all gravy. Wrong with a bit of gravy. Well, don't forget, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and double tap that screen. I like a good double tap. Could well be. Could well be. $147 watching, only 20 thumbs up. We need to balance the books here. I've no idea, to be honest. I haven't actually looked at the timetable. There is a few freights about, I think, for sure. But when weather's like this, it's pretty grim. Grim up north, as they say. Yes, I'll have a look at the timetable. I forgot. There was something odd running, actually, but I don't know if I've missed it. Let's have a look. Oh, it's due. It says expected past 12:57. Seems to have been stopped, whatever that is, but there is an oddity coming, but I don't know what it is. Copy. Let's see if I can find it on the rail diagrams. It's stuck in the loop. Oh, it's just a tamper. Nothing exciting, unfortunately. Pardon me. There is something coming down the down fast, which is the third track from the camera. I don't know what it is. There's something approaching. Have you ever been on the rails in continent? No, I haven't. No, I've not seen any trains at all abroad. I've been abroad quite a bit, but it's always been on holiday, and I've never really not so bothered with the train thing. And I've only been to Spain. So Spain and Turkey. Don't even know if they have trains in Turkey. They probably have. I don't know. If I ever went again, I would definitely go looking for something. Where's my Ouija gone? She's gone. I bet she's in the fridge. We've got a Ouija in the fridge. It's when I own a house. And there's people riding past on pedal bikes here, and it's absolutely lashing it down. I bet they're regretting starting the journey today. Hello, Shizu Kanazawa. How are we doing? How's it going? Hello, Jeanette. How are we doing? Are you having lovely weather like I am here? You won't believe it, but it was sunny when I arrived here, and now it's chucking it down. I'm fine. I had toenail surgery about 5 hours ago. Oh, that sounds painful. I don't fancy that. Yep, same here, Jeanette. My husband is chasing around the house with a raging, uncontrollable boner. Excellent. Whatever turns you on, Lily. You're only my second idiot today. You've got second place, unfortunately, today. Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, it must be warm if he's running around with a boner on. He's not going to be doing it in cold weather either. Hello, Eric Griffin. How are we doing? Welcome back, Eric. Yeah, it would. Yeah, everything's running as normal today. There's a few running late, but or have been running late, but up to now, since the timetable looks pretty much as normal. Hello, Vimo Va. Hello, how are we doing? Everything looks fairly normal today on the timetable. Hello, Atif Khan. How are we doing? Yep. It would be a nicer view if it weren't raining so hard, but there you go. You can't have everything. He's absolutely chucking it now. Chris has thrown his knee out. He's hobbling around. Oh dear. He needs to get one of them tight stocking things on it. You know, them knee support things. Shame he didn't live near me. I've got loads of them. Bionic knees, I call them. "170 people in here. Double tap the screen and subscribe if you want." Same side as his bad hip, but that's not so good. My my bad knee's on opposite side, but I've only got a bad knee because of the way my hip is. You see, I don't know. It's just a never-ending thing. Just got to put my heater on for a minute because it's getting a bit clouded up in here. Walking like Quasimodo. I know that feeling well, Jeanette. God, I've got tons of trap wind for some reason. I don't know why. My stomach's rumbling. I keep burping and chumping. It's unreal. My mum rang me up this morning. She says, "You didn't get me any toilet roll." I said, "You didn't ask for some." She says, "Yeah, I did." I said, "You didn't." She says, "Yeah, I did." I said, "All right. Must have been my fault. I must have forgot." She didn't ask me for any. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? How's your hobbling doing? We're getting a caster fitted to your right foot. Hello, Andy Storch. How are we doing? What is AE? A&E. That's a place where we go in England to get fixed up when you've had an accident. A&E. bloody pulling my hairs out on my knee. Oh dear. It's a sticky bandage. Yeah, slightly. So I've changed the angle slightly, and I am going to move it again in a minute because I'm not happy with that bit of brickwork that's showing on the bottom left. But it's chucking it down at the moment, so it can stay as it is for the moment. Yeah, you need one of them stockings, them tight knee stockings. You pull up your knee and it holds it tight. Face reveal. You need to look on YouTube because I'm all over it. I don't need to do a face reveal. I'm on at least 3 panels a week, if not more. I'm all over YouTube, so you're not looking at right places. I certainly ain't getting out in rain just to look at a camera. And not only that, it's bolted to a fence and facing the track. Correct. I'm here, there, and everywhere. Not hard to find. I'm hardly, what's the word? Nothing to look at. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Really whizzing it down here. It's not letting up. I was going out this morning, but it started to correct. Well, the sun was shining this morning when I got up. And when I left here, it was a nice bright day. When I left my house, and I got here and set my camera up, and it's yeah, it's a shame, but yeah. And when I set my camera up, it were nice and dry and fine. You know what I mean? And now it's horrendous. It's not cold though. It's 14 degrees here at the moment, which is quite mild considering we are on the 10th of November. So it's not bad, you know. Yeah, that's why I might do that. Got a marker pen. It's funny, really, though. When I went to my brother's on Saturday night, not a single person said a word. No, nobody noticed. Absolutely nobody. Considering I've had a beard for 4 or 5 years, and yet nobody said a word. Nobody noticed when I went to my brother's. Not mentioned once. In fact, I forgot about it myself. And nobody said a word. Yeah. I take it he's still not heard out of his granddad. I presume not. Bit like my mum, really. She forgot everybody last Christmas, but we let her off because she just totally didn't connect with her at all, did Christmas last year, so it'll be the same again this year. Not a dicky bird, no. It's ridiculous, is that? So if he had dementia or something, you could let him off, but if he's perfectly normal, there's no excuse. And does he normally get him something? Yeah. And does he normally do something on his birthday, though? Send him something, you know? You didn't get him anything last year either, alright. And there goes the tamper. That's come from that yellow thing that's just gone past. That's come from where the train crashed last week, and it's been up there redoing the rails and stuff. It's come from Oxenholme. Usually at least ring him. Oh dear. Hello. I'm wondering where my little Ouija's gone. I thought, I bet she's in fridge. So I'm in fridge and she's on the phone to her daughter. Oh, you just have to sit here and talk to us then for afternoon. Or are we boring you? Am I boring you? Yeah. Sit here listening to us whinging. Whinging about crap weather. Pardon me. Here, have a pendolino. In church or in chapel. Did you hear that, Jeanette? Did you actually hear that? I tried to be discreet there. God forbid, I'm going to have to move this microphone if it picked up that. Oh dear. I've been like that ever since I had that stew. I'm not making any more. It's had a bad effect on me. I'm going to have to change my I'm going to have to change my recipe a bit. All I've had since I made that is bad burps, bad wind. It's had a peculiar effect on me. Oh no. Thought it was the rain cleaning you out. Yeah, you keep saying this thing. I'm not convinced on your theories here, but all I know is ever since I started eating that homemade stew, my guts have been in turmoil. Constant severe wind and severe burping all the time. Cleaning me out. Her IB senses are tingling. God, I wish this rain had gone. Blimey, I had my engine running then. God, if I do another one now while engine's not running, definitely am. Next time I got one due, I'm going to have to shove the microphone somewhere out of the way. In church or chapel, let it rattle. No. You hear that rain? It's really banging it down. Really raining. I'm glad I bought that case for my phone, that's for sure. Underwater case. I can hear him burp from 63 miles away. The game's a bogey. The game's a bogey, man, in the lobby. Come out. Come out wherever you are. Hello, Catleo Zwin. Rear train. A rear train. Is that a Chris Rear or just any old rear? Do not sing that when playing hide and seek. The game's a bogeyman in the lobby. Come out wherever you are. Bogeyman in the lobby. Come out wherever you are. No, I've never heard of that thing. It must be one of your games. Hello, Daniel Rogers. How are we doing? That was a class 195 going to Corkickle. Corkickle is up Cumbria. These Scots sing everything. Yeah, I've noticed. You Ouija's. I'm a bit old for hide and seek. You're never too old for a good old game of hide and seek. Isn't that right, Senga? That's enough good hiding spots for me. I said to myself about 20 minutes ago, I said, oh, it'll stop soon, this rain. Yeah, right. We are the drummy girls, we are our hair and curls, we are our dungarees to our knees. We wear our brother's shirts, we wear our father's ties, and then when we ain't got a guy, we simply wink one eye. Oh, excellent. Keep my eye open for somebody winking at me. The woman walked past earlier and I got a smile off her. Hello, Brian Lovett. We're. We're. Hello, Daniel Rogers. I'm 43 and still love playing hide and seek, especially when there's a warrant out for my arrest. I'm good at it. Ask the police. Nice one. Yeah, but police, they don't count to 100. They just come looking for you without counting. And then when they can't find you, they have that little secret weapon called an Alsatian. Shalala, bum chalet, my knickers flew away, came back yesterday, they were on holiday. Flipping heck, singer, what kind of songs do you sing up there? My knickers flew away. Oh, hell. Shalala, bum, shalala, my knickers flew away, came back yesterday, they were on holiday. Shalala, 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 bum, shalala. I'm trying to put a tune to that rhyme. Hello, Stelios, bro. How we doing? My knickers flew. Well, fire. You need to get some better pegs on your washing line, Singer. If you're flipping, if your clouts are flying around in the wind. Shalala, boom, shally. My knickers flew away and came back yesterday. They were on holiday. My knickers are on permanent holiday. What are you trying to say, Jeanette? Are you more of a commando person? I only go commando when I'm at home. I only go commando when I'm at home and when I'm sat at home, and also if I get dressed in dark and forget and walk out the house, and then I realise when I get into the car things are a bit drafty. We love the boys next door. They got us on the floor. My mother was surprised to see my belly rise. My father jumped for joy to see a baby boy. Cha-la-la, bum, shally, 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 bum, shally. What the hell? That's our Scottish song. Hello, Jonathan Aspar. How are we doing? You certainly you certainly sing some peculiar music there, Sanger. We don't sing anything like that. I'm good. I'm fine, thank you, Jonathan. Hello, Mohammed Rafa Wijaya Bangdi Situ Bangdi. What's going on here? Thought you might have your own version of that. 12. What is this? 12. What is this? What is what? 12? No man. Rafa Wijaya. Yeah, and it's not even 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This usually goes this way about 10 o'clock on a Monday night. Do I know the Sinbad song? No. Number 12. Standing at the station, I'm standing in the rain. Oh, it's alive and kicking, all right. She rolled back my like a roll of old lino. Yeah, and it is pouring. This was not on my forecast when I left. There'll be some soon. There will be some soon, 12. That's for sure. Need to let some fresh air in this car, even though it's chucking it down. Open windows are steaming up. Anybody walking past might be a bit suspicious, thinking there's some activity going on in here. But I've got my secret weapon here. It's called my telescopic window wiper. Where is this? This is in the United Kingdom on the West Coast Main Line. Just demisting. I got a telescopic window demister off Amazon. It's really good. Just wish it were slightly bit longer. Cocktail, gingerbread 2 and 6 a glass. If you don't like it, then shove it up your. Cocktail, gingerbread 2 and 6 a glass. If you don't like it, then shove it up your ass. No questions, tell no lies. That's why Sinbad became paralysed. Hellfire Singer. Read the one above. I've seen one above. I miss one. Do you know the Sinbad song? Read one above. Which one? Cocktail, gingerbread 2 and 6. A glass. A class. A glass. If you don't like that, then shove it up your ass. No questions, tell no lies. That's why, Ben. It's sticky in my car door. What the hell is that? Sinbad was a sailor. Yeah, he was. I've heard of Sinbad. Have I missed one? I don't think I've missed one, I think. No more knickers, sniffer drawer. We love the boys next door, get us on the floor. My mother was surprised to see my belly rise. Father jumped for joy to see your baby boy. Cha-la-la, boom, sha-la-la, sha-la-la, boom, sha-la-la. Oh, I don't know the Sinbad song, but I only know the one you've just done there. Is it not there? I can see it. No, I can't see it, sorry. I've got the one you've just put in, cocktail gingerbread, and then the other one, the one I've just sung, Boys Next Door, and then the ones with the drummy girls and the flying knickers. Hello, rail fan gent. How are we doing? No, it's not. Oh, you were doing so well there, rail fan gent, and then it all went wrong for you. Do the honours, Jeanette. He came in so well, and then he blew it. If you type mumbo jumbo in the chat, you're a goner. It's that simple. I'm not wasting my eye power trying to make my head and a tail of all that nonsense. Sinbad was a sailor. His father. Hang on, I need to read these before. Sinbad was a sailor. His father. Sinbad was a sailor. His father was one to Sinbad. Hard to sing his because I don't know where the gaps are supposed to be. Sinbad was a sailor. His father was one to Sinbad. Went to heaven. His father went to Helensburgh. Castle high above the rock. If you want to go there, you have to show your cocktail. Hello, Nathan. How we doing? Nathan, we're class 70 on his picture, I think. Is it a class 70? Yes, West Coast Main Line, a very wet West Coast Main Line. It's done nothing but chuck it down since I arrived. 397 pass, so it is, yes. The then gingerbread bit. Where's the gingerbread bit? I haven't seen anything about gingerbread. I went down into the county jail. I caught my on a rusty nail. And then I went home and I had a shock. I only had one ball and a half. Let's rock. Do, 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 do. can't find it on YouTube. It's funny. Oh, no, this is raining. Stop. Good grief. It's relentless. It's never ending. It's like Limal rain. No, I couldn't see it saying anything about. I could never saw anything about gingerbread. Are you sure you typed it in? You didn't just imagine it. Hello, Heather. How are we doing? How's it going? Hello, Russian person. How are we doing? It's a very wet here at the moment, Heather. It's absolutely chucking it down. I won't mind when I arrived here, the sun was shining, and ever since I've got here, it's been just chucking it down. It's horrendous. It's like I brought my own microclimate with me. Yeah, everywhere you go, always take the weather. Yeah, you're right there. At last, prescription came this morning. It's beautiful here, but it would freeze the balls off a brass monkey. Oh dear. Well, at least they got your prescription right, all present and correct. I'm having to open my door even though it's raining because it's getting a bit misty, again a bit clouded up in here. Can't see nothing through my windows. The temperature here is warm, it's 14 here. It's just wet. Everywhere you go, always take the weather. Who sung that out there? It's stuck in my head now, that track. Late night. I was playing piano last night, Heather. I was listening to you. I had you on telly. I was watching, but I was playing piano. I were doing an Adele track last night. I actually cracked it, I did. Amazingly enough. Crowded house. I actually managed to crack an Adele track and play it so you could actually tell what it was, which is quite a milestone for me. Is that where you can actually tell what I'm playing, even though I can't remember what the track's called. What was the track called, Sanger? Can't remember the track. It's that dun 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 dun. Oh, which one were it? But yeah, it actually, you could tell what it were anyway. Three pianos on the panel. Oh God, I wish I were there. Bloody hell. Three pianos on the panel. Excellent. Someone Like You, that's the one. That was the one, Sanger, yeah. I couldn't think what it was called, but that was the one. I was using my chord cards. I bought some cards I did off Amazon, and they're all the chords printed on flashcards. So when you see a song, you can line them up across back at piano in correct order. You know what I mean? And sort of you can see them straight away. The chords, you know. So I managed to crack it. I did that one, but I'm still a long way to go. My God, am I? I'll probably be, well, I'll be still practicing in my coffin, I think. Yeah, that's my biggest problem, getting my left hand going. I did it last night, you know, but so difficult, you know. With my right hand, I'm fluid. Once I practice with my right hand, I'm all right. But it's as soon as I try and introduce my left hand to play at the same time, you know, you've got to try and, it's like memorizing where your fingers are and try and remember. So I put my fingers up notes first and try and remember order to play them in. You know, it's difficult. But I've noticed on YouTube, when you're looking at these practicing things, they seem to use a lot of Adele tracks. I don't know why, but they seem to be dead keen on using Adele music to learn with for some reason. It must be easier or simpler or something, I don't know. But there's a hell of a lot of Adele tracks on the website I look at, Pianonize it's called. Hello, Anil Kumar PK, how are we doing? Hello, our fifth backup, how are we doing? Yeah, I just can't, you know, these people who just walk up to a piano and press keys just amazes me. It just flipping does my head in. It really does, you know. I watch that Gamanster play and I just think, how the friggin' hell do you do that? You know what I mean? Unbelievable. You know, any tune, you just say a tune and she can just play it, and I just think, wow, how the friggin' hell did I that? No music, no nothing, ding dong dong dong, and does it. You know, I think, wow, it'll come. Yeah, I'll be like a skeleton sat there. Yeah, it's unbelievable how folk can do it. It absolutely amazes me. My brother's brother-in-law, he's like that, and he plays the guitar, he plays the piano, he even plays this Irish whistle thing, and a few other instruments, and he can just go to a piano and you can just name a tune and he can just play it. It does me head in. You know what I mean? And he just, some people are just like that with musical instruments. You know what I mean? They just have a natural gift that just comes. You know, my dad could only play at mouth organ, but you could say any song to him on mouth organ, let him listen to it, and he could repeat it on mouth organ. That's all. That's the only instrument he could ever play. But he was like that with a mouth organ. You know, you could play a tune to him, and he'd play it perfectly. But I just don't know how people do it, especially on a piano. Hello, Andy Chance. How are we doing? You know, just remembering what keys what. I've got a slight idea. You know, because it's knowing where, you know, what the keys are. I mean, if you feel your way around, I can tell, like, when I've got the two black keys, I know what keys are either side of that and what's in middle, you know what I mean? So, you know, that helps a bit. That's the way they seem to try and teach you on YouTube, to sort of always go from the two black keys, and you know what keys to the left, middle and right, and follow it around that way. But, oh God, it's mind numbing. Mind numbing. Played the bagpipes as well. My God, yeah. The guy, my brother's brother-in-law, he does the bagpipes and that as well. He's into all that, flutes and whistles and stuff. He actually does online courses on YouTube. He does, but for various instruments and things. But oh yeah, these people are some. No, it's not the view from my house. I wish it were. I wish it were, Andy. My God. If I lived here with this view, I would have a stream permanently running 24/7. I would, if that were the case. It's the West Coast main line near Preston, but I would. I used to play the drums. But I would, oh yeah, I bet it were good. Playing the drums, yeah. I don't think if I got a set of drums, I don't think my neighbours would be too happy. Bad enough in thinking Elton John's in the building. Especially now I've blown my cover. He said to me a few weeks back, he says, "Could you hear that piano?" I said, "No." I mean, I knew it were me. He says, "I was sat on my settee, I could hear a piano playing." Because I thought, well, he obviously weren't in bed, because his bedroom's at opposite sides, so I thought he can't possibly hear me in bed. And he says, "Yeah, I could hear Elton John, somebody playing Elton John." And I kept asking him, "Are you sure Elton John?" I thought, yeah, definitely Elton John. I thought, well, I must have been playing it half right if he knew it were Elton John. And I always think Elton John tracks are bloody hard to follow on a piano. And he come in my house the other day, and I'd said, I never heard anything. I'm there, so I said, I didn't hear no piano and stuff. And then he come in the other day, and we were talking, and I could see him looking at piano. I thought, oh no, that's blown it. I could see him looking at keyboard thing, and I thought, no. I had a full set cherry red, they were beautiful, and the neighbour reported us to council. We had to, oh, that's a bit much. Reported you to council? Crouch witch, God forbid. That's a bit mad. I mean, if I lived next door to somebody who played drums and it got a bit loud, I'd just have a polite word with him. I wouldn't be nasty. I'd say, look, is there any chance you can play him sort of like, you know, when I'm not in maybe or something, I don't know. I'd work it out with him. I wouldn't be nasty about it. And I certainly wouldn't report somebody unless they were totally playing 24/7 and ignoring me, but you know what I mean. So I think some people are just flipping grouchy, like you say, grouchy old witch. You know. Wouldn't bother me at all if my neighbour played music and he played it good. It wouldn't bother me at all if it come through well. You know. When I used to live at home at my mum's donkeys years ago, across the road there used to be an old mill, and there used to be a band that practiced in there. And every night from about 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock, all you could hear were them playing. And they used to always play that band. What were they called? Free. They were called the band. They always used to play their music. Are they called? Were there a band called Free? I'm sure they were. And they always used to play their music. We put blankets in the base to dampen the sound, and we never played late, but she kept reporting us, so I ended up saying I hated her for it. Ooh, I bet you did. That's it. That's it. Well, they used to play their music all the time, every night, and I used to enjoy it. It was all right because they were pretty good at it. They were. I can't think what name at band were because they used to play in pubs and stuff. I just cannot remember the name. Yeah, they used to play that, and they used to. Was there a song that a group used to play? Was it called something like Brown Sugar? Is there something called Brown Sugar? Am I getting mixed up? I'm sure they used to play something with brown sugar in it, and they always played that. You know, it's just something I can remember as a kid. You know, something with the words brown sugar in it. I don't know why, like a rock record. You know, things stick in your mind. Hello, Andy Storch. Woof woof. Sometimes when he finishes, I clap. Oh, I bet he likes that. There used to be one, and I don't know words that used to play all the time, and it used to go. Da 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 da. And he always played that one, but I don't know words. Excellent, Daniel. Paul Rodgers was lead singer of Free and Bad Company too, and Queen before Paul Lambert took over singing for them. Right? See, it's not just trains on this channel. We got a bit of music history going on as well. That's what we like. A varied general knowledge. And I'm sure that song they always used to play. Always been good. Oh, it was called Wishing Well. That song they always used to play. Wishing Well, it was called. Just come to me then. Wishing Well. When your feet are in the wishing well. Da na na na. Da na. Who used to sing that? And they always played that every night, that particular track at some point. They always played it. When it was called, I don't know if it was called Wishing Well, but it used to have Wishing Well in the lyrics. When your feet are in the wishing well. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Yeah, because they used to give you, they played it that often. You spent all day with this earworm of that track. I'm missing D in my surname, unfortunately, or I'd be tapping Uncle Paul for some pocket money. I had to find out what that chat was called. I was hoping somebody in chat would know what I'm on about. Man. I used to play it all the damn time. See if the power of Spotify can find it. Oh, I'm on the right track. Oh, God. Wait, it was sung by Free. Wishing Well was sung by Free. Yeah, that makes sense. Wee Jeff is away at my ma's for 2 days. He's gone for a spa and haircut. Feels weird. I miss the little madman. Nice to have a break though, Heather. Ask her, does she not want to have a cat for a spa weekend? She doesn't need an haircut. Just have her for a couple of days. I bet Jeff will be loving it. I bet he's enjoying it. I take it that way your ma you were with yesterday when you went to distillery the other day. Well, pretty obvious it was your mum anyway. Well, it seemed obvious to me anyway, unless I'm totally wrong with the lightness, you know. Sure, I saw something flash then on camera, unless it was just a drip going past. I feel like making love with a classic riff in the chorus, right? I was deep digging in those crates, I bet you were. Hello, William Spirison, how are we doing? Hello, Tommy, how are we doing? It's the West Coast Main Line in the United Kingdom. Bright day but cool in Dublin. Oh, it's a wet day here, and it's actually quite mild. It's opposite to you, Tommy. It's wet, but it is mild. When I last checked temperature, about 13 or 14. But it's very wet, and it's basically not stopped since I arrived. It's like I brought that cloud you keep talking about, Tommy. I think I brought it with me. Hello, Keith58. Good Monday afternoon to you as well. And good wet Monday afternoon. It's miserable as always here in Wrexham. If all else fails, try Wales. I used to go to Wrexham quite a bit. Near Wrexham, I used to go to. I used to deliver steel to a place called Ifer Williams, who made trailers. And I'm sure that weren't far from Wrexham. Ifer Williams, it was called. Hello, Daniel Vickers. How are we doing? Yeah, I always seem to remember going near Wrexham when I went there. Daya is Muir Dewitt, are they? That one. Yeah, only 2 miles away, right? Yeah, I knew it weren't so far from Wrexham because I used to take steel there, like steel frames and things. A firm where I live in Darwin called Welding Engineering used to make these steel frames that obviously went on the trailer. They were like steel galvanized frames, and I used to deliver them to that Arthur Williams. Hello, Jackie. How we doing? Hello, Arabic person. Can't tell a word you're saying, and I can't understand your name, but I'm taking a guess that it's Arabic. Let's put some heat on in here a minute. It's 95% of the time raining here, but when we were in Donaghadee on Saturday, it felt like summer. My mouth was still wrapped up well though. William Spirison, that's a beautiful view, yeah. Senga, he's back again. Where have you been this time, Senga? Let me try and guess where you've been. You've been at Fridge again. You've been on phone to your daughter. You've been in attic. Oh, hellfire. Still sorting your stuff out. I wondered if Elvis ever think about doing a cover of any George Thornby songs. Mm. Two Rosses taking the attic flooring down to the other attic. Ah, right, I see. I might start barking at the door for no reason, make it feel like a normal day, yeah. Might just cock your leg up somewhere. the temperature here. It's about 13 here at the moment. It's not cold. It's fairly mild considering it is the 10th of November, but it's done nothing but rain since I put my camera up. It's done nothing but chuck it down, and it was sunny when I left my house, because I were going to go to Crewe. I was sat there at 11 o'clock this morning looking at my computer looking at my computer, and I'm looking at weather and thinking, have I to, have I not? And it just said showers, you know what I mean? I thought, have I to, have I not? I'm blooming glad I didn't. I'd have been mad if I'd have driven all the way to Crewe to sit there in rain. So I'm going to go to Crewe tomorrow. To be honest, I couldn't be bothered going to the petrol station this morning, because I thought if I go to Crewe, I'm going to have to go to the petrol station, and it just bores me going to the petrol station. I don't know why. It's one of them things I just don't like doing. Hello from Thailand. How are we doing? How's life in Thailand? I'd love to go to Thailand. One day, maybe. One day. Just go to Thailand. You know, it's everything going on there. You know, you seem to have everything going on in Thailand. You've got beautiful beaches, you've got crazy nightlife and other things as well, and it's just grand. You're all measuring Celsius. I forgot for a second. I was thinking it's colder than. No, it's about 12.5 degrees Celsius according to my car thermometer at the moment. And it's very cheap as well, yeah. I've watched lots of videos on Thailand, and I thought, yeah, I could do a fortnight there, no problem. Jesus. Hello, Faraj Ibrahim. How are we doing? Hello, another Arabic person. Same here. It was 15 on bonfire night. What's the story? He's on holiday. He's Jeff. He's gone for a spa break, hasn't he, Heather? Jeff's on a spa break. It's -4 there. Oh my God, that is cold. I take it you're in somewhere like Sweden. For a spa and haircut. William Spurson. I reckon you're in Sweden. I don't know why. I'm just getting that vibe off your surname. If it is your surname, that is. Alright. There you go. Couldn't have been further away. What do I know? Chicago. Alright. I think I watched a video on Chicago. It's only yesterday, but I might be on the wrong one. Let me check my YouTube history. My dog got took. My dog got took for an haircut to the spa thing. He came back with no voice. It was funny. He would only come to me. Fell out with everybody. Oh dear. Jeff's birthday tomorrow. He'll be 11th on the 11th of the 11th. Excellent. Trying to find that video I watched yesterday. I'm sure that wrong. Chicago. Yeah, it were a video on a guy he got on the an Amtrak train, and it went from Chicago to San Francisco. Chicago to San Francisco. He went on an Amtrak 3-day train. One of them trains with the glass roof, and he went through the Rockies and everything. I'll have to have a wee party for him. A wee party for Jay. He's knocking on a bit now. 11. He doesn't look 11. You were all right, Jackie. It's about as much as I could say, really. Yeah, a video like it's a channel I watch on YouTube, and they got the Amtrak train from Chicago to San Francisco, and it was 2 nights, 3 days on train, but 2 nights sleeping, sort of thing, you know. And it went through is it called the Rockies? The train through the Rocky Mountains, and oh God, what a magnificent view they had out of that train, because it had a glass roof on it, you know. Yeah, it was a long trip. Been to the tip about 10 times so far. Oh well. You've got to be, sometimes though, Senga, like I said the other day, you've just got to be ruthless. You know what I mean? You've just got to be ruthless and say to yourself, if you haven't used it for 12 months, get rid. You know. I hate throwing things away, I really do, but sometimes you've just got to say, am I ever going to use it again? Am I ever, you know what I mean? You've just got to really. Benjamin Buttonridge, ages in reverse. He's a bit older, but no wiser. The Amtrak is pretty cool, yeah, it certainly looked it. It cost them $750 each, it did, the trip. $750 each. Which, to be fair, I didn't think not that bad when you consider the views, and they've got all the food and breakfast and meals and dinner and tea and everything were included on board. So, you know, that's called a caboose, isn't it? I don't know. What's a caboose? Are you on about the Amtrak train? I don't know. It's one of them with the viewing cars on it, you know. Woohoo! Nearly got a toilet. Excellent. Holy crap! For 750, I could drive half. I could. And Jerry all the way. Jerky. I love that word, caboose. Uh, what is a caboose? What does it mean, caboose? Is it something? Plumber coming back tomorrow. Excellent. The carriage. All right, yeah. A caboose, right? I never knew that, Tommy. I never knew that, but yes, that's the. When he got back, when he got to San Francisco, he got out and did a walk down the train, and it was massive, absolutely huge. It was this train. It must have been probably a quarter of a mile long, and it was huge. Absolutely, I've never seen it like it. You know, it was massive. The power of that train must be unbelievable. That locomotive that pulls that train must be unbelievable, because there's only one locomotive on one end. And I thought, God, how much power is that generating? And the grip as well, to get, you know, you think all them carriages behind, just the grip on the rails, unbelievable. And it had about, along the length of the train, there were probably 4 of them cabooses, as you call them, Hello, Renzige, how we doing? But it was a magnificent thing, there were no doubt about it. Just a wee bit of torque must have. Just how the hell it just sets off from a standing start baffles me, you know, when you think you've only got a small bit of contact with the rails. You just made the word up. Is there no such word as a caboose? Does that word not exist? Come on, everybody, let's twist again. What's going on with this chat? I went out on Saturday with Lee for Lee's mum's birthday centre. Had a lovely time, taking lots of photos. Excellent. Well, actually, that word does exist, Tommy, but it's not the viewing carriage. It's a carriage. A caboose is a crude North American rail car, usually at the rear of a freight train, which provides shelter for the crew and a lookout point for train operators, especially on older trains with manual braking systems. The term can also refer to a ship's galley or kitchen, or in slang, to the buttocks. All right, to the buttocks. Right. Hello, Hessel the in. Come on, everybody, let's twist again, like we did last summer. We're gonna sing. Come on, everybody, we're gonna sing the song. Won't take long. What's going on? What's happened to this chat? It's gone crazy. A lot of weight and noise, yeah. I'm blooming sure. The town I live in was about 400. Living has about 400 train crossings. I've seen some massive freighters roll through. I bet you have. Gonna, gonna do the twist, and it goes like this. Where's this song come from? Don't ever try. When you say caboose, I always think there's a caboose loose about this hoose. I don't believe it. As I said it, Sanger typed it in. I own a hoose. Ah, she's a Ouija. Where's my little Ouija? Got a Ouija in the attic. Don't forget, don't forget, it's only 17 days to the big members only draw. One member in 17 days is going to be £20 richer. Correct. That's the one, William. That is the one. That is what a caboose is. It's an American name for a brake van. I looked it up as well because I must admit I had heard the word before. Yeah. So you're not far out, Tommy. I could see your angle on it, Tommy. Sort of. Hessel Ing, Ickening, Ickening, I can't say your last name, but I'm a Dutch train spotter. Excellent. What do you call it? Gonna turn up my speaker. Call what? If you like being trackside, like and subscribe. Correct. That rhymes, does that, Heather? Yeah. Uz z. Wow. Were you? Were you? The caboose. Yeah. Channel's gone. Caboose. Mad. Caboose in Glasgow means offski. Offski. Offski, that Ouija. Bolt. No, well, I didn't. I only just looked it up when you said you'd made the word up, Tommy. Prior to that, I I thought it sounded right to me, but then when you said you just made the word up, that's when I looked it up. Bass. Yeah, well, that correct. Heather, you're right because it does say that. It does say it's often used for slang for arse is a caboose. So you can kick somebody right up the caboose in your house. If you've got a burglar in your house, you can kick them in the caboose. Hello, Tommy. What is this? Oh, another Tommy. And him, it's what is this? Oh, what do you think it is? Caboose, a rear end, correct. Kabooski. Or a kick in the bar hooky. Go and kick that Ouija in the bar hooky. Alright. Got a Ouija in my house that needs kicking in the bar hooky. See you later, Tommy. It's heartening to know that you believe anything I actually tell you. They're great to know you're actually that gullible. Yeah, it is, Tommy. Well, I look upon you as a man of great knowledge. Now I've changed my theory. Hello, Aperture WX. How we doing? Did you understand it, Glenn? Not really, no, Senga. I didn't understand anybody. It was a guy from China going around interviewing people in Glasgow, deliberately, and he put subtitles up to tell you what they were really saying. Because he asked this guy who'd just come out of a shop, and the guy said to him, basically, he said, "That's a shop. That shop's a load of rubbish. They've had anything to sell." But the way he said it, you couldn't tell a word he was saying. Just went, she do here, had, and that was it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am, Tommy, very gullible. In fact, that's true. That you've described me to a T. Looking at the grand scheme of things, that is exactly what I am. Gullible. Trust me. Probably was, yeah. He was certainly talking to people you couldn't understand, that's for sure. See, in Scotland, say aye for yes. Well, they do that in where I live here in Lancashire, they say aye. You know what I mean? It's a commonly used word, is that aye? All right. Somebody came in chat yesterday, day before, and said I sounded like somebody else, somebody totally different. And who the hell did they say? Oh, that guy, that strongest man who has all tanks and stuff. What's he called him? It won't be long, Tom Sicklier. It won't be long. Hello, Andres Sanchez. How we doing? Magno, no, an English guy. Can't think of his name. He drives around in tanks and things. He has a collection of tanks. I've seen him on YouTube, but I can't think of his name. Someone said you sound. That's it. You were here, William Spirison. Yeah. Someone said I sounded Eddie Hall. That's right. So I've gone from Professor Snape. Everybody says I sound like Professor Snape to Eddie Hall. Hello from Mexico, Dr. Aldo Guerra. How we doing? What kind of trains we expecting, freight or commercial? Well, we a bit of both. There is a freight train due in about 12 minutes, I think. So let me have a look at the timetable, but I do think there is a. Caitlin Davidson. Uh, what were I doing then? I forgot what the hell I were doing. Hang on. People just go on the internet and say, yeah, they do. You have to wait 10 minutes, I'm afraid. Yes, that is basically it, Heather. Well, no, you don't have to wait 10 minutes. You actually only have to wait 6 minutes. There is one coming, and it's just left Wigan, so it'll be here at about 14:58. Tom Sicklier, those sleepers look a bit worse for wear. No, they're not. They're quite. They're relatively new. The reason why you can see some a different colour than others is that they've been replaced. But they are fairly new. That is the oldest track, though. The track nearest to the camera is the oldest track, and all the rest are concrete. Well, they're all concrete sleepers. But the track nearest to the camera is definitely the oldest track. But they're all concrete sleepers, all of them, and they're welded rails as well. Yes, they're all concrete now. Well, all that get replaced. There's going to be still loads of wooden sleepers here and there, aren't there? But any that get replaced will be replaced with concrete. But you notice the trains don't have that clickety clack now because the there goes Evil Knievel on his motorbike. Concrete sleepers, yeah. Yeah, they're all concrete now. And all concrete and all welded rails. Most of them are electric, but there is some diesel as well. You know, where there's 2 or 3 diesels that pass every hour, and I think this freight train that's coming will be a diesel. Oh yeah, we still have wooden sleepers here, but only tends to be on, on points and joints, and just, on junctions where on junctions where like here, there's a junction behind this bridge here that goes off onto the East Lancs line, and I think some of the sleepers there are probably still wooden, and obviously the rails still have joints in them because they're going around corners and stuff. No, I don't work in railways, no. But I think this freight train that's on its way is going to be a diesel. Here comes Evil Knievel. Yeah, that's what this guy's like. There's usually 2 of them fly past, but he's on his own today. Flippy big magpie sat right above my camera. Better not do a plop on my camera. And in a second now, you're going to see it. Oh, it's gone. Evil Knievel, yeah. We had a motorbike guy here in Blackburn years ago, and he was, what were he called? The English Evil Knievel. What was his name? The English version of Evil Knievel, and he did all that riding around the loop and all that business. Yeah, it probably is, Tommy. You're right there. There's usually 2 of them. I'm not sure if he's one of the usual group because he looked like he had a back box on that. He looked like he could have been a Deliveroo driver who just shot past then. But there's usually a gang of them because one of them's, that's it, Eddie Kidd he was called, Eddie Kidd. As soon as I saw the Eddie, I remembered him, Eddie Kidd. Yeah, I can see some wooden sleeps on the bottom of the screen. Far right. Hello, partners. Eddie Kidd, that's what he was called. Well, he came to Blackburn once, him, and I saw him at Blackburn doing his Loop of Death and Ring of Fire and all that business. He must be knocking on there, that fella. He came to Witton Park and did a show in Witton Park. Did he? Had an accident doing a stunt, right? I see. My dad was a biker. He got in a bad wreck and ended up with metal plates in his leg. Never stopped him. He had his bike right up until his MANS got too bad to die. Could hear him before you saw him, yeah. Very sad, yeah. Yeah, my brother, he was into motorbike. I mean, I used to have them when I was a kid, in my teens, when I was 50. Well, before I was 16, I used to have field bikes. And then I was 16, I got a moped, and then 17, I got a bit of a bigger moped. and then I passed my driving test. I used to get chased all over Sean off police, bloody hell. I went back in the days when they had to catch you. There was no electronic business. Let you through the door. If they didn't catch you, you got away with it. My daughter wants a motorbike. She can get that idea right out of her head. No, they're not very safe. Not safe at all. Certainly not something I'd encourage my daughters to ever get, that's for sure. And here comes the freight train. Hello, Faith Millie Katalkaya. How are we doing? No, it wasn't steam powered. It had a few. Was it steam powered? No, it wasn't. That was, yes, that was a classic. That were two Class 66s. That, Tommy. See, you're learning. You're picking up the lingo. That were a double header, two Class 66s. No, it wasn't. No steam powered. My favourite, we used to have one. It were Honda 125, and that were my favourite. That. And my brother built it. Actually built the frame from scratch. I'll never forget it. Yeah, he built the frame from scratch because I was only little then. I don't know how old I were, but I was only young. So he built it. He built a new frame for it and made it smaller. While I went to school, he was killed 2 months ago on his bike. He was a few years younger than me, 36. Oh no, that's no good either. They're not safe motorbikes. Not on today's roads with the traffic now, and you can be the best biker in the world. It doesn't matter if you've got lunatics around you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like anything else. You could be the best driver on the planet. It only takes one other idiot. You know. My brother used to be a teacher, a motorcycle teacher. That's how he met his first wife, actually. She was one of his pupils. Yeah, she was one of his pupils, and she used to always come around with presents and gifts. And my dad used to say, "Oh, she's after him, is that bugger? She's after him," he used to say. Yeah. Yeah, we have roads like that around here that have claimed a lot of bikers. A lot. There's a road not far, well, I say not far, about 20 minutes drive from me, and it's got a right bad bend in it. They call it Devil's Elbow, they do, and that's took a lot of car drivers and motorbike drivers. You know, because it's on a right fast stretch of road, and then there's a load of big chevrons, and it slows down right fast at the corner. It's a real corner, it is. It's like a teardrop shaped corner, and God, it catches folk out. They sit chevrons and they think, yep, corner coming, and they just don't realise the severity of it. You know, there's loads of roads around here. It's like that one up Lake District, Hard Knock Pass. That's a bad one. Oh, grief. That's claimed a few. It has to be turning into a train spotter. Yeah, they're great. Motorbikes are great in the sunny weather and all that, but Bloody dangerous. We have a devil's elbow too, yeah. Well, lots of strange stuff up there. I mean, you have that there, what's it called, that we were talking about the other day? The electric bray. That has got to be the most weirdest bit of road on that I've ever come across in my life. The electric bray. Joe Dunlop. Not going to believe it, but the actual sun's poking out here now for a change. Yeah, the electric bray. That is one weird road, is that? It's one of them roads you seeing is believing. You tell people about it and they don't believe you until you're there. That's why when I went up Scotland, I was nearby and I thought I've got to go and have a look at that, just to satisfy my own curiosity. It does, Sanger, you're right. It's one of the world's weird things. I remember a fella taking me home on his motorbike flying over the back roads, and a helmet on with no visor. Yeah, I used to get flies in my mouth all the time. Either used to drive me mad. Did that? I always used to, even when you had a visor on, you still managed to get a fly that'd shoot up underneath and start buzzing around. Used to drive me mad. Did that? And I had a few accidents on mine. I fell off mine 2 or 3 times. I always remember my mum moaning. She says, "You always fall off your bike just before I'm going on holiday." Says, "I go on holiday and all I'm thinking about is you wobbling around." Hello, Sonali Biswas. How are we doing? 4:05 p.m. there. No, it's 3:05 p.m., but not a bad guess. 3:05 p.m. Well, it's 3:06 p.m. now, actually, but you want split hairs? Oh, yeah. I remember motorbike days, especially at winter time. You'd flipping throttle would stick. And people, you'd spray WD-40 down your cables to stop throttle sticking, and that made it worse. Worst thing you could do. Put WD-40 down your cables. It used to turn it into like a semi-freezing gel when temperature dropped. Horrendous. I used to take mine off, my cables. I used to take them off, throttle cable and clutch, and I used to take cables off, hang them up, and I made a funnel out of plasticine around the tops of each cable and fill the funnel up with oil and just leave them in shed all night, and the oil would slowly seep through the cable. He was like trying to get a week. Nowhere, because the flies on my way home. Oh yeah, you want a mouthful of flies, it'd be like eating an Eccles cake. Saying that, you probably don't know what an Eccles cake is. Eccles cake's like a pastry full of raisins. Yeah, my mum always used to call them that, dead fly cakes. I love them Eccles cakes, they're brilliant. Eccles cake with some really good quality butter on. You can't beat it. No, there's nothing interesting, Joe. Just the usual passenger and the odd freight. I think everybody had a spate on motorbikes at some point. All men and all lads did anyway. I think they were like the in thing. We used to go on fields and everything, and nowadays you wouldn't be able to do it now. Police would be on you. But back when we were kids, they never bothered. You know, it was all right. You know, we used to all do it every Sunday afternoon. We'd all partly. We used to call it cranberry track, and it was just basically a field with loads of hills and holes and jumps and all sorts of. And we all every Sunday, loads of people used to pile up there on their field bikes. It was always a good crack, you know. Yeah. It was trying to get a wee kiss. A wee kiss. I can't see you're a wee man today, Sanger, on track. I must have camera at a different angle. The wee man's not there. A fellow I knew pushed me out the way in time. Yeah. Yeah, we used to have two. One we called Cranberry and one we called the Billy Hills. And so we'd always say, where are we going this Sunday? Are we going up Cranberry or are we going up Billy Hills? There's houses now on both of them. Both got estates on them now, houses. That Cranberry's got really big, massive posh houses on it. But that used to be it. We'd say, we're going up Cranberry or up Billy Hills. And we used to ride motorbikes through all back alleys, you know, sneak through all back alleys. Then police won't kick off. I used to fly around our state on dirt bikes when I was a wee. Yeah, yeah, they were like yeah, noisy as hell. Especially when everybody got their first road bikes legal, everybody went out the way to find the noisiest exhaust possible. And God, they made a right racket. Hello, Joseph Macharia. How are we doing? Macharia? How's it going? Sanger's back again. You've been back. You've been at loft again, haven't you, Sanger? You've been up in that loft. Your Ouija's back up in loft. Well, I don't know when the best train is coming, and the next one will be no doubt very soon. Oh, you've been in fridge this time. I usually say you've been to fridge, and I'm wrong. And so when I don't say it, you've been to fridge. Now the dollar question is, what did you get out at fridge? Hang on, let me guess. A Muller fruit corner and something with a piece. I don't know, Hamid Khan. I don't know yet. There'll be something along shortly, though, I'm sure. Toasted roll, cheese and mayo. Gee, honestly. Where do you put this food, Sengam? I'm mystified. I want to know your secret. Where does it go? Where do you put all this food in your little wee frame? In the United Kingdom. No mince and tatties. No. Where do you fit this food? I only need to look at food and that's it. There's £3 been put on. I'm making pasta tuna, onion, sweet corn mayo and a dash of mustard for when Maria coming home from school. Excellent. Yeah, I only need to look at a cake. If I see a cake, it'd be easier just to sellotape it direct to me somewhere, because that's what happens if I eat a cake. It's easier just to get some sellotape and actually sellotape it to my body and cut out the middleman of eating it. Well, you can't. If you're going to pile it on, Sanger, you'd have done it by now. You know what I mean? You were definitely not going to pile weight on, that's for sure. Because you'd have done it by now if you were. Some people are just lucky that way that they can eat tons and get away with it. Hello, Adriana Visan. How are we doing? Adriana Visan. How's it going? I was chunky when I was I couldn't imagine that, but I'll take your word for it. I was chunky. Chunky Ouija. I always get jealous when I see that train because I know they're going to Manchester Airport, so chances are passengers on that train are going on the Jolly Ollies. Hello, Shavkat Otamurodov. How are we doing? Shavkat Otamurodov. Otamurodov. How's it going? I have a cuz. My Mars side of family were Gibsons from Scotland, could be related from way back, singer. Back up to the fridge, hungry, making another one. Bloody hell. It's a hungry Ouija. Hey up, Evil Knievel's back. Just had a big growling Alsatian poke its head through my window then. Cuz is older than you, Heather, but when she was younger, you very alike. There you go, there you see, everybody has a double, they reckon. Hello, dead boy. I'm terrified of trains. Now on the 26th of November, I fell off a train bridge and got run over by a train. Oh my, that was the scariest. Lost both my legs. Alright. Hello, fuck. Fuck, I heard Aldi. How we doing? Sorry to hear that, dead boy. Alan Gibson and Neil Gibson. Carl's Scottish. He moved here when I was 8. He came from a place called Wims Bay. Are there going to be any regular passers-by? I've got the woman with the dog in her pram just coming. She's a regular. Hello, Yorash Mata, how we doing? Hello, Paul Verhagen, how we doing? Just don't know why my battery pack for some reason wasn't charging. I've just put my phone off it and then re-attached it, and it's now charging. Yeah, it's a wireless battery pack. It just clamps onto the back of the phone for some reason. Oh, 4 o'clock. Looks. AirPod woman's here. AirPod woman's just walked past. I don't believe it. No, it's a Shih Tzu. And I don't mean a zoo with no animals. I mean a Shih Tzu, a type of dog. Yeah, she just walked past as AirPod woman. Problem is, it's winter time. She wears all heavy duty clobber and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm listening. She's still here. Smile. I did try a smile, but she didn't even look at me. She's way out of my league, Senga. Way out. I won't even waste my time. I crossed one of those with a Jack Russell, ended up with a jack shit. Ended up with jack shit. My daughter gave me a chocolate peppermint cookie last night. Excellent. That's what Jeanette is making. Excellent. Oh, tomorrow. Right, yeah. I'm making white chocolate peppermint cookies. Excellent. M&S doing them for Christmas. Using some leftover candy canes I'd left over. Chris just got Calama Heroes advent calendar. It's huge. No, I don't think of Christmas. Full stop. I'm cancelling it. Depresses me, does Christmas. Cancelled from our son's 21st. Hello, Salamat. Ali Bekova, how are we doing? Halibekova, how are we doing? Salamat Halibekova, how's it going? Hello, Eligio Botagisio, how are we doing? I'm a modern day Grinch. Hello, Andy Chance, how are we doing? Back again. And what other stuff? UK Preston, correct. It's all sorts of stuff really, passenger and freight. It tends to be more freight late at night, but hello Jamaican Speed Boss, how are we doing? And here comes an Avanti, class 390. Snug as a bug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Yes, that train that just passed will be stopping at Preston Station, correct. Catch you later, Andy. I bet there's a really good location back in the past when HST was running through. Yeah. Tomorrow I shall be elsewhere, so it'll be a bit more interesting. Tomorrow. Rain or shine, I will be there. I will be elsewhere. Hopefully, though, it'll be shine rather than rain. What the hell's beeping here? Yeah, I'm falling asleep, Senga. I were drifting a little bit there for a brief moment, but I've managed to stay awake today, which is not bad. Did you hear my comment? I have a new recipe for Christmas pudding scones. Songs. I missed that. The curtains start falling over his eyeballs. I just put my heated seats on. Am I on holiday? What, outside of railway tracks? No. This is not really a holiday location. Never heard of them before. Everyone in the chat. Okay, catch you later, Andy. Have a nice rest of your day, whatever you may be up to. Oh, a train passed. Hello, Nai Upsaya or I hope the woman with the Shih Tzu in the pram's back. Oh, she's lifting it out. She's lifting it out, and both Shih Tzus are out now on the road. Catch you later, Andy. Yeah, they're both out on the road. Yeah, they've got them both out on the road now, the dogs. They do it every day. They walk past. Hello, Aswathi. Aswathi. How are we doing? Yeah, they walk past and then they come back and they let the dog out the pram and they just stand at the side of the railway track having a cigarette. Oh, and Evil Knievel's back as well. But he's driving slowly. King of the railway, that's it. Yeah, now they're stood there having a cigarette and both dogs are out. See if I can take a photo of them and send it to you and you understand what I mean. They do the same thing every day. Hello, JDM Junior 2, how we doing? I thought my faulty hairdryer fired up then, and it must have been Evil Knievel. Yeah, it were. Yeah, that's it. I forget which one comes in. It's the white dog that goes in the pram, I think. The white one, the lighter coloured one, I think. And obviously it's can't walk so far. They come every day though. They walk past me and then they walk back towards me and then they stop and have a cigarette on bridge and then they set off again. But I think it's the light coloured one that's in the pram. I think. I bet Senga's back at loft again. Oh, yeah, yeah, I bet she's going back up into the loft or in fridge. Yeah, that's dedication. This is me, how the same people always at the same time, the same ritual and everything. We are creatures of habit. Haven't had Whippet Woman yet. She's due, Whippet Woman. Might be a bit early for her, I don't know. I've had the AirPod Woman, formerly what I used to call 3 o'clock Woman. And I've had one that I haven't had for a bit as well today, the knee-high boots woman. And it's the first time I've seen her for a week or two. And she's appeared today. And I always get a smile off her. Always get a smile off her knee boot woman. Hello, OP Gaming, how are we doing? Chris is going to take Biscuit out for his walk. He left a bit late and he refused to go. Why don't you just flipping go? All that friggin'. I've got a dog battle going on now. What is about the raunchy lovers in their cars turning up for their daily rendezvous? That could be. Well, I think that does happen, Daniel. Not often, but there's definitely one particular pairing that definitely comes and meets each other down the end of the lane and come in separate vehicles, which, could be a bit suspicious. Hello, Josie David Rojas Ruida. How are we doing? Jose David Rojas Ruida. How's it going? Hello, Andy. Hello, Andy. He somehow knows that as soon as it gets dark, they let fireworks off. Oh, yeah. For sure. Animals don't forget. Hello, Powell. How are we doing? Powell. should know when they are there. Well, yes, they do go there now and then. Yeah. In fact, I don't remember seeing Whippet Woman the other day over here actually. When was I last here? Well, it was Saturday, weren't it? Because I didn't go anywhere yesterday, so it was Saturday. So oh, it's definitely off the beaten track. It's a cul-de-sac, a dead end. The only houses on here are £1 million plus properties. I am Mr. Beast. Now I don't believe you, Powell. Now you're telling porcupines. I know who Mr. Beast is, and I know it isn't you. Sorry to burst your bubble on that one. Is Whippet Woman the one with the... Hello, Daniel Forant SI. Is that senior? Daniel Forant Senior. How's it going? Anyway, I remember you saying about the couple of people who turn up in separate cars. Definitely. Yeah, I think so as well. I think so. I haven't seen them for a day or two. But last week I saw them a few times, and one comes in a little white van, and one comes in a car. And they go right down to the end where the bollards are, because it's not a cul-de-sac as such as this, but what were happening, people were using it as a rat run, so they put bollards across so cars can't use it now. So it is now a cul-de-sac, but still motorcyclists use it, and cyclists, because they can get through bollards obviously. And at the end, at the bottom end, there's a turnaround point, you know, for turning vehicles around. I mean, I never use it because when you go down, there's always dog walkers vans there, but so you end up doing a 3-point turning lane. But when they do come, they always park in the turnaround point, and then they're sat in the same vehicle. So I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Czech Dimension. How are we doing? The time here is 15:52. Yes, in Ireland it's 15:53. Correct. Well, it's 15:53 here now, actually. And don't forget, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and double tap the screen. Considering the amount of people we've had in, you know, we need some double taps. In Czech, it is 16:53. Excellent. Hello, Hendra Sakti. How we doing? Don't forget, if you're new here, hit that button. Doesn't cost you anything. Let's get on the road to 10k. Ireland. I'm in the UK. I'm in England, but Powell is in Ireland. Looks like we've got two trains approaching here having a race. Unless it's just a reflection off the headlights. No, it's definitely two trains having a little race. Czechoslovakia. People in here, double tap the screen and subscribe. Hello, Jeho Baila, how are we doing? Jeho Baila. Was that a Pendolino? To be honest with you, Jeanette, I never noticed. I don't remember. Maybe somebody else in the chat remembers. I can't remember. I can't remember what I saw. I don't know. Bucharest. Trains on me. Name the trains of Ireland. I can't name the trains of Ireland. I know one of them's called the Dart. That's about it. Hang on, though. I can remember one of them's Class 3000 that runs from oh God, what's it called? Bangor to Central Station in Belfast. That's a Class 3000. Well, the one I've seen's a Class 3000. Definitely, the one I saw. It said on it. Actually, were written on the train, and it's well, it goes. We're going from Bangor to the Great Central, which I presume is in Belfast. It goes to a station called St Helens, I think, or St Helena or Helena Bay, I think. Helens Bay. I only know that because I saw it on YouTube. But I've never been to Ireland. Yeah, it was the one I saw on YouTube, a Class 3000. Only reason I was just looking up Helen's Bay, that's all I was actually looking up. I needed to know at the time, the reasons at the time, and I wanted to find the train times. Read the names. Read what names? What names do I need to read? Hello, Send MTV. Send TMTV. How's it going? Why do I need to read the class names, trains and me? You've typed them in. Why do I need to read them? You've typed them in. Everybody can see them. I don't need to read them. Hello, Titan cameraman. How are we doing? Welcome back. Tammy rang. What trains have come past? Just the usual, all the usual stuff. Bit of freight, a bit of passenger, you know. Nothing extraordinary. There has actually been a track machine pass, but nothing out there, but nothing out of the ordinary, shall I say. Yeah, it is. I've been watching that, Jeanette. Are we going to make it through? That's the dollar question. Are we going to make it past the 7 minutes past 4 glitch? I'm going to have to restart the stream again. 7 minute past 4 glitch. Type in class 270. Yeah, I will do at some point. I'm not doing it now because I'm sat in the car. Are you going to restart or leave it? I'll just have a look at the timetable. That's a good point, is that? If there's nothing available, I probably will restart it. I don't know. Let's have a look. I've got another freight train coming in. Guess what time it's coming? 16:07. God, that's typical. That's weird. We've got a Carlisle to Bradwell up sidings. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, I probably will restart it. So, you know, if the stream does go down at 7 minutes past 4, you'll have to, you'll find, I will restart the stream again because for some reason the network has a glitch in it, and at 7 minutes past 4. No, nobody knows that. How will anybody know that? We're not here for a quiz. Why would anybody know that? Obviously you know, but you live there. Here goes Whippet Woman. Whippet Woman's just walked past. With the two, I keep calling them whippets, and I don't think they are. I think they're greyhounds. They're too big to be whippets. It just sounds better, Whippet Woman. We've got a guy who keeps driving past in a Tesla. I don't know what his game is. He's Been past about 4 times now in a white Tesla. I don't know what the hell he's up to, but he just keeps cruising past. It's beginning to annoy me. Oh, oh, this is weird. Got 2 white Teslas now. Oh, this is bizarre behaviour. Ah, what's going on there? A man in one and a woman in the other. Very strange. 2 white Teslas. And what's chances of that happening? What's chances of 2 white 74 plate Teslas both being randomly down a cul-de-sac on the same day? One with a male driving and one with a female driving. Come on. What's all that about? What's the story there? We're going to have a freight train any second. Will the network hold up for it though? This is the problem. Well, the freight train beat the 16:07 deadline. And here it is. I don't know what's pulling it. It's making a weird sound. That was a class 68, that, in case anybody were wondering. A class 68. Do you get any 197s, 230s, 158? No. We don't get any of them, I'm afraid. We don't get any of those. We don't get many 67s either. They tend to come through in... Yeah. Yeah, well, it actually came from Tesco. It's going to Daventry DRS Tesco warehouse, is that? Hello, Becky RB fan. How are we doing? This stream is going to cut off in a minute, and if it does, I'll restart another one. But usually at 16:07, for some reason, the network drops out. I will be checking on my phone to see if it does it. Excellent, Becky. Are we still here, or have we dropped out? Are we still running? Usually goes at 16:07. I haven't seen any buffer yet. I'm looking on I've got it on 2 screens here. I've got it on my phone and my iPad. I haven't seen a buffer yet. Are we still here?